My wife was in the kitchen one night and making dinner, and I happened to walk up, and all of a sudden we see our youngest son, 5-year-old Jordan, running around like a chicken without a head on. Obviously something was wrong. My wife ran outside to find, in horror, to see his skin bubbling. You see, he apparently tried to jump over our grill, which was on and which was hot. I called 911 immediately. An ambulance came, and they put my little boy in that ambulance. And before they closed the doors, because my wife was going to go to the hospital with him, he looked at me with those eyes almost screaming out to me, "Dad, help me." They shut the doors. I went inside. I had 2 other children at home, so I gave them dinner, told them to finish because we got to go to the hospital. But I knew what I had to do. I went right downstairs on my computer, and I started sending emails out to everybody that I knew would pray for the situation. We go to the hospital, and my little boy is wrapped up on both his arms like a mummy, from his forearm to the end of his fingers. And the doctor told us it was going to be a difficult night and a difficult time ahead because Jordan had received some severe burns. Well, we went home that night, put him in the tub, no problem there. Put him in bed, no problem there. But we figured we were going to be up all night. No. He slept through the night. Very peaceful night. He wakes up. We now have to go to the burn center. And before we got in the car, 2 things happened that were amazing to me. Number 1, he started riding a scooter. His hands were all burned, and he's riding a scooter, seemingly in no pain. And then secondly, our neighbor, who never said a word to us across the street, walks over, not knowing what happened, and he said, "Everything's going to be okay." Like, wow. Okay. So we go to the burn center, and they tell us that he's got one burn specifically right here that probably was going to minimize the use of his hand. And other scars, there'll be scars. And we just said to him, no, we believe in the power of our Lord. Well, that was when Jordan was 5. Today, he's 25. He has not one scar, except for the one right here that's a little dot that did not take away the movement in his hand. And we just believe that dot is left there for him to remember God's mercy, God's goodness. You see, the first thing I knew I had to do when Jordan was hurt was pray. James 5:16 says, the prayer of a righteous man is effective and powerful. I'm challenging you today. Whatever is going on in your life, something that is out of your control, simply pray. And don't just do it alone, but ask others to join you in prayer and believe that the outcome will be what you're praying for. Now, we ultimately know that God's will take over. But you know what? We serve a loving God. Let's believe that He's going to deliver. I'm Joe Pellegrino, and this has been a Legacy Minute.